It's unboxing time here at GTN and the boys have let me loose with the tools. Thanks to our partners at Ak-4, we have this AK4 Advanced mechanic toolkit that I'm going to be opening up and delving into. This box is brimming with a huge array of incredibly useful tools, and no doubt you'll be excited to hear that we are actually giving 3 of them away. Now you are going to need to know a little bit more about it, and I'm going to explain at the end of this video exactly what you need to do in order to enter. But for now, I think that's enough of me talking. It's time to take a look inside. Wow, it is pretty extensive as you can see, but we're going to begin with some of the larger tools. Now before you get going, it's a good idea to give everything a thorough clean before doing any tinkering or replacing anything on your bike, in particular your chain and your cassette. And this is where the Cyclone chain scrubber comes in very handy, as does the Gear Clean tool, so no excuses for a dirty chain. Now we can get to work with a bit of a maintenance check, and a good place to start is with your chain, and that's where this aptly named tool, the chain checker, comes in handy, as it gives you a pretty good idea of the length of your chain, as with where your chain will get longer and become stretched, and this can then put wear on the chain rings and the cassette, which are far more expensive to replace than your chain. So you simply slot it onto your chain, and it should be quite self-explanatory as to whether you need to replace your chain yet or not. These master link pliers are designed for the job. All you need to do is find the master link on your now clean chain, and you can simply remove your chain. And then this tool here, the chain tool, is perfect for fixing and removing the rivets in your chain. Now, if you haven't managed to change your chain in time and it's actually worn your cassette out, or maybe you've got a hilly race coming up and you want to change your cassette, then you're going to need this cassette lock ring combined with the chain whip. Just make sure you put it on the right way round. And if you are willing to take things a step further and you actually want to change your chain rings, then you'll need this chain ring nut wrench to make things easy. This Ak-4 AK4 toolkit is labelled an advanced mechanic kit. Now, I wouldn't personally class myself as an advanced mechanic, and you're not likely to see me regularly changing my chain rings or my cassette. However, I do ride my bike out on the British roads, and throughout the year, I'm most probably going to have to change a few punches. So that's where these bits come in handy. Your tyre levers, an essential for your back pocket on any ride. And just in case you do happen to run out of inner tubes on your ride, then this patch kit and tyre boots can come in handy. So a great thing to have in your back pocket to make sure you can get back on the road in no time. Well, maybe 10 minutes or so in my case. Whilst we're focusing on the tyres and the inner tubes, we have this valve core tool, which is perfect if you need to remove the valve from your inner tube. And then just next door, if we head over to the spokes, we've got these spoke wrenches, which are designed for perfecting the tension on your spokes. The wrench selection in this Ak-4 AK4 toolbox is pretty comprehensive. You've got this selection here of L-shaped hex and cone wrenches. Then you've got the very useful adjustable 12-inch wrench here. And finally, simple but very effective, the pedal wrench. These next few tools are so handy about the house. You'll probably have to make sure that if you do share with anybody, you're going to need to keep these locked away, as you can never have too many tape measures and screwdrivers when it comes to DIY at home. But back to the specifics. A tape measure comes in especially handy for checking your bike geometry. Really useful if you say about to go on holiday and you're going to hire a bike. You can make sure you take your measurements at home on the bike that you're set up for, and then when you do go and hire something, you can make sure it's exactly the same without having to waste too many miles feeling uncomfortable on that hire bike. Well, this is the toolbox that really does just keep on giving. And if you're ready to take things a step further and you're feeling brave removing any cables on your bike and replacing them, then you're most certainly going to need these cable cutters. And let's say you've managed to use all of these tools in a box. Well, I think you're going to deserve a beer. And don't worry, Ak-4 have even thought about that, because they've included a bottle opener. I think by now you can tell that this is the perfect toolbox for both on the road and at home. And it certainly has enough tools to reach my mechanic levels. And I would feel confident that I could fix the common bike problems with all of this and maybe a little bit of help from YouTube. But now on to the exciting part. We actually have 3 of these Ak-4 AK4 toolboxes and all of their contents to give away. And all you need to do is simply head down to the description below and answer the question there for your chance chance to win one of these. So good luck. Hopefully you've enjoyed this. Give us the thumbs up if you have. And to get all of our videos here at GTN, just find the globe on screen, click on that. And if you want some more tips on general maintenance, then we've got a list of videos for you just down here.